You know that feeling? You wake up, you've got plans, a clear list of things you want to get done, but then the hours just kind of slip by and nothing happens. The tasks feel so much heavier than they should. Your motivation is just gone, and this quiet, nagging guilt starts to creep in. Ever feel that way? Just lazy for absolutely no reason. Oh yeah, we've all been there, and the story we tell ourselves is always the same, right? I'm undisciplined, or I'm just plain lazy. But what if that story is just completely wrong? Welcome to our explainer. Today, we're going to dive into why that feeling might not be a personal failing at all. We're going to explore the myth of laziness, see what's really going on inside an overstimulated brain, and look at the dopamine trap that hijacks our focus.
And then we'll get into the downward spiral that creates, and most importantly, how to start reclaiming your attention. So let's get right into it.
Exactly. And that struggle, it feels so personal, doesn't it? It's so easy to internalize that inability to focus as some kind of character flaw. We think, I'm just not motivated enough, or I really lack discipline. It starts to feel like it's just who we are. But here's the core idea we're looking at today. The problem isn't you. It's the environment your brain is trying to survive in. I mean, just think about it for a second. The notifications, the messages, the endless feeds. Our brains were not built for this. They were designed to handle maybe one important thing at a time, and now we're asking them to process hundreds of tiny signals every single minute. So what does overstimulation actually feel like? Because, it doesn't always feel like this big, dramatic, chaotic thing. A lot of the time, it's actually really subtle. That's the key right there. It's subtle. It often just shows up as this kind of mental fog or this weird resistance to starting even the simplest tasks. It's that moment you realize you're reaching for your phone and you don't even know why. Or that feeling when you know you need a rest, but no matter what you do, you never actually feel rested. Procrastination in this context, it's not laziness. It's your brain trying to protect itself from more information. This really puts it all into perspective. On the left, that's the story we tell ourselves. I'm unmotivated. But the biological reality is, my brain is just overloaded. Okay, or I lack discipline, when really my motivation system is completely exhausted. I am lazy, but in reality, it's a predictable biological response. This isn't a failure of character. It's just what a human brain does under these kinds of conditions. And it turns out there's a key chemical at the center of this whole biological reality: dopamine.
Right, and if we want to understand why this happens, we really have to get how our whole motivation system gets hijacked in the first place.
Yeah, and there's a huge misconception about dopamine. We always hear it called the pleasure chemical, but that's not quite right. It's really the motivation chemical. It's what gets you up off the couch. It drives our anticipation, our focus, our willingness to actually do something. It's the engine for action. Okay, so how does this actually play out day to day? How does our motivation engine get so completely thrown off track?
Well, it happens in a few pretty predictable steps. So step one, we're just constantly exposed to these super fast, high reward things like social media or short videos.
Step two is our brain just adapts to that. That intense level of stimulation becomes the new normal.
Which then leads to the really crucial part, step three, our baseline motivation for just ordinary, real-world tasks, like reading a book or working on a project. It just plummets.
Exactly. And that brings us to step four. Actual, real life starts to feel dull, unrewarding, boring by comparison. Wow, and that sounds like a serious vicious cycle. Because if reality feels boring, you're just going to want more of that high stimulation, which then makes reality feel even more boring. It seems like it would be incredibly hard to escape that. It is. It's a dangerous loop, and it starts at point one, you feel unproductive. And that feeling is, uncomfortable.
Right. So at point two, to get away from that discomfort, you reach for a quick hit of stimulation, a quick scroll, a short video.
But that distraction just makes reality seem even less appealing. So your motivation drops even further at point three, which of course just makes you feel, more unproductive at point four. And the cycle just repeats, getting stronger and stronger each time. And the costs of being stuck in this spiral are huge. I mean, it's not just about getting less done. Your ability to regulate your own emotions gets worse, your sleep can become really shallow and just incomplete, and you start relying on the stress of a deadline just to get anything done at all. But maybe the most damaging cost of all is that shift in your own identity. You stop thinking, I'm just tired, and you start believing, I'm lazy. And that just completely erodes your trust in yourself. And that loss of self-trust, it's just devastating. I mean, when you don't even trust your own ability to focus or follow through on what you say you're going to do, even the smallest goals can feel impossible.
It is a profound loss. So the big question is, how do we fix it?
Well, the solution is really counterintuitive. It's not about trying harder or forcing more discipline or finding some new productivity hack. A lot of the time, those things just add more noise to a brain that's already completely overloaded. Exactly. The real solution isn't more discipline, it's less noise. Our brains literally have a biological requirement for periods of low stimulation. They need boredom, they need silence, they need slowness to reset their systems. That's not a weakness, it's just a biological necessity. So what are the actual practical steps we can take? What does less noise really look like in practice?
Well, it starts with really simple, intentional actions. So step 1 is just reducing unnecessary inputs, especially first thing in the morning.
Step 2, you have to embrace boredom. Actually let your mind wander without grabbing a screen.
Third, practice single tasking. Just try to give your full attention to one thing at a time.
And finally, step 4, just be patient. Allow your nervous system the time it really needs to recalibrate.
These simple actions are what allow the brain to start to heal itself.
And listen, this part is so important to remember. When you first start doing less, it's gonna feel uncomfortable. You're gonna feel restless, maybe a little antsy, but that discomfort, that's not a sign that you're failing. It's actually a positive signal that your nervous system is recalibrating and finding its way back to a healthier baseline. This quote really just reframes the entire issue, doesn't it? In a world built to overstimulate, choosing simplicity is not weakness, it's intelligence. Choosing to disconnect, to just be bored, to be quiet, that's not giving up. That is literally taking back control of your own mind. It's not about becoming some kind of productivity machine. It's about becoming human again. And that's really the ultimate takeaway here. You are not lazy. You are not broken. You are a human being having a perfectly normal response to a completely abnormal environment. And just understanding that, that's the first step toward reclaiming your focus and maybe more importantly, your self-trust.
Thank you for joining us for this explainer.
We'll see you in the next one.